our kids were not invited to Christine's birthday party. It's really hard for my kids and I when we find out that the family's gathering and doing things. Stings when we find out.
Hello, my friends. How are you? I am back and on track. I want to get right into this because I am so excited. There were so many pieces to choose from, but I had to put this clip first because I was aghast. It disgusted me. I just don't know what fairy tale land Robyn is truly living in because she is speaking here about feeling rejected because her and her kids were not invited to Christine's 50th birthday party. Does she have any insight? Does she literally lack a brain? She did not let the boys have Christmas with their father. I mean, that came out after. They said that it was unsafe and they didn't want to see them during Christmas. And that whole Christmas spiel of season 17 was basically a lie. What else? Oh, on Christmas the next day, did she even invite Meri when who came to Mykelti came to the house and brought her kids? She did not even tell Meri, let alone invite her. And then once it was done, she let her know, and Meri said like that hurt her feelings. What did she? What, she's insane. Easter came up, or should I say Passover, which I'm Catholic. I understand Passover. When I'm saying Passover, I'm saying it because it's actually Easter now that Robyn's in the picture. She did not invite anyone over. She did not even invite Meri over. And all Meri talks about, and we can clearly see now the true picture is that she loves Kody, but she is there for their children. She said in the last episode, this is what she signed up for. And for Robyn to cast everyone aside, the Brown family, and then talk about her not being invited, the audacity of her, it just really rubs me the wrong way. What do you think? Let's get into it, guys. Thanks for joining me today. You'll definitely want to hear this one.
Hi, and thank you for visiting my new site made for all you die-hard Sister Wives fans out there, just like me, who are sick of the same old content. Well, fear no longer. It's time to talk about everything from Never Her Perspectives, a little bit of honesty, and a whole lot of sass headed in season 18.
Hello, and thank you for joining me today to talk about season 18, episode 12, Can't See the Forest Through the Trees of Sister Wives. Now, this episode was a little slow when you think about it. I mean, they have basic things like Christine had her 50th birthday, Janelle's showing Kody her home, Meri's starting a new store for her carriage, and Robyn's just, being herself. and but behind the scenes, there were all these nuances that I want to go through. And I saved certain clips that were very specific and very intriguing. And I think that you would really be interested in seeing them as well as me, because I do this for the love of it. I love doing this. I love meeting you guys, new people, and what you have to say. It really means a lot to me, as well as I would really enjoy it if you like. I love doing this. I love meeting you guys, new people, like and subscribe to my channel. I've taken some clips that I really want to talk about. I also, the other thing I really want to do here is I want to make people laugh. I'll be honest, I don't laugh very often. I smile a lot, but I don't laugh a lot. And this makes me feel good. It makes me laugh. And I hope someone out there is laughing with me. I truly do. I truly hope so. And this is going to be a good one. So stick around and let's watch the next clip on Christine's birthday and go through a little bit of things of what happened, because there's actually a lot of things that happened during this episode while the mundane was going on. A lot of interesting facts were spoken that definitely have to be talked about.
Exciting gift for you? Yes. Like I have something you're gonna like a lot. Yes. Yes. Right now. Your daughter pregnant with twins. I will take that. With twins? I'm pregnant with twins. There's two of them right now. I'm pregnant with twins.
So yes, Mykelti is having twins, and she lets Janelle know during Christine's 50th birthday party, where it's a 50s theme where everyone is dressed up. She said everyone's dressed up, although you can see Peyton in the background not dressed up. But that's okay. They look like they are having a great time. In fact, Janelle says something like this seems like Christine's Declaration of Independence from Kody. Yay. And it sure was. I mean, I was thinking in the past, she was kind of a little bit more quiet. You could see her want to have fun sometimes when they dance around and do silly things, but she was seemed okay with taking a like kind of a background seat and sharing the limelight. When in this party, you could truly see her personality come out. She was yelling to everyone, the treats are over here, do this over here. She's cheering and wooing and just so free, just so free. And it's exhilarating and wonderful to see. She even mentions that she's dating, and her wish on her cake has to do with a love interest. Could it be David Woolley? Christine? Could it be David Woolley? Could it? We don't know because she wouldn't tell us. She said if she told us, it would not come true. So I guess she was right. I mean, she was right. And, I'm very, very happy that everyone was having fun and everyone is getting along. And Janelle feels like, she said this is like the best she's felt. She has no worries and just a great time. Like their families are reunited. It seems like, Kody and Robyn kind of kicked themselves out of their own family, which is why the next clip you must see. And I'm sorry if you disagree with me, but it does highly, highly irritate me. Yes, it does.
I guess we were the first people that she told. And of course I feel honored and like I'm glad she feels safe doing that. And we were just really excited for her,
Oh, so when Mykelti was having twins, I was the first person she told. Aren't I so lucky? It is just such a gift from God. Yes, me. I'm the one she told first. Yes. Mykelti. Mykelti. Christine's your mom, man. Now, Mykelti says that she told Robyn first because she was having morning sickness, and her mom does not have morning sickness when she's pregnant, but Robyn did have morning sickness. And then it goes into this whole thing where it shows them all having babies, and just gonna leave that out. Robyn did push hers out pretty good there. Yeah, the fact that she told Robyn first, what do you think? I mean, Christine says it's okay. I'm gonna have to deal with Robyn being in our lives because this is Mykelti's life and Mykelti's choices, and I'm standing by my daughter. And I think that's wonderful of her. But at the same time, I mean, Christine isn't like a saint. None of us are. And how much of this is true? I mean, it's got to bug her a little, don't you think? I'm not even the mom and it bugs me. Mykelti, you should have told Christine first. I mean, you take Gravol, look it up on the internet. You didn't need to tell Robyn. Tell the truth. Why? Why did you tell Robyn? Why? Answer, for real. Because if you really expect us to believe it's because you have morning sickness, it's not. We understand that you're caught in the middle, but the whole fabrication of why you went to Robyn first is just moot. It's a moot topic that makes no sense.
Marriage in Utah, and as soon as I found out, I was instantly excited to move back to Utah. Instantly, polygamy got decriminalized, and I wonder why we're still here. We can move back home. We can move back home. We can be by family again. We can be back home.
So, to anyone that actually watched this episode, did you notice that they put this specific clip in kind of an awkward spot? For everyone to know, they put this clip about going to Utah, not while Kody was talking and they were in the midst of talking about things. To me, my personal opinion is I was watching Christine and her birthday and all these like good things were going on, and then they like bam hit you with this Christine throwback of talking about going back to Utah and it being their home and their family. And I understand that it does mesh because that is where Christine is now and that she tried to get the family to go there. I mean, she's right. Their friends, their family, their loved ones, everyone was there. They could go back. They left because it was against the law and then it was decriminalized. So why didn't they go back? Why? They loved it there. Wait, maybe it has to do with the girl with this look on her face. Seriously, look, we had to show you the clip, and now take a look at Robyn's face. Look at it while she's talking. Everyone else seemed okay with it. They were all smiling, nodding. Look at Robyn's face. Why? Why do you think she looked like that? Maybe she was like, oh crap, now we have no reason to stay here. And my son's in Flagstaff and I don't want to leave because he goes to college here. That's the only thing I can think of. It was Robyn's choice. Robyn made the choice for her family to stay there. And they talk about what would have happened if possibly they did move back to Utah. And it's funny because they all agree. So I expected a little bit of maybe Christine or Janelle to say that maybe things could have been different. But they all said the same. They said that it would have just kind of held up the inevitable, that regardless, they would have still dealt with the same problems of having a favorite wife being Robyn and not getting enough attention. And no matter where they were, their family still would have separated. The only person that actually says, maybe if we moved here, it would have been better. Maybe if we did this, it would have been better, is Robyn. Robyn is constantly living in the past, going over choices that are made that she has no control over anymore. She needs to start thinking of her future. She needs to start thinking about what she can control right now, instead of not even reminiscing, but like ruminating on these topics, because she is literally the only one that said things could have been different if I would have moved maybe here to Utah, or if we built on Coyote Pass the way Janelle wanted to. So now she's almost agreeing with Christine going to Utah, saying maybe, and Janelle wanting to go on to Coyote Pass. But they're saying it wouldn't have made a difference. She just doesn't get it. She just doesn't get it. And she's the one that's making the decisions. She's the one that has made the decisions. She's the one that has even got Kody to believe he is making his own decisions, when in fact she is the one making the decisions for him, as we all saw when he was going to invite Meri over to watch one of the kids while he cut down the trees. And she said, do you really think that it's a good idea to break the rules now? She puts it in his head by asking him rhetorical questions. She's just playing. She's playing the whole family while she's acting in this godlike image. She is not God. She is not God. She has no right to do this to anyone. And now we are going to lighten things up for just a little bit and go on to talk about Meri.
Probably 4 or 5 years. We did meet online initially, but eventually in person. We had been kind of cautiously talking just because there's so many people, obviously, put themselves out there as being somebody other than they really are.
So I've been seeing this man in the clip around. I had to put him in. I've been seeing him around. People talk, oh, she has a boyfriend. She's getting married, this, that, the other. You know what I mean? Well, his name is Blair. He's married. She's known him for about 4 to 5 years, and she met him online. It seems like she has a thing with meeting people just randomly. And I have a feeling that this is because she is reaching out to people. I think she feels alone and she's reaching out to people. For example, her best friend Jen, she met as an exterminator in Vegas. She exterminated houses. No one else became Jen's friend. Meri did. It's nice. It's just different. Blair, she was hiring to fix her house, or to do renovations anyway, something like that. He's an interior designer, and now she always wants to video chat people before she meets them, because she goes on to talk about being catfished and how she doesn't like talking about it, and that even people in her family still judge her for it and believe certain lies that happened that did not happen, and that she knows her own truth. But so her friends she meets online, whether it's contractors, whether it's exterminators, I truly feel it's because she's reaching out. She has no one, and she's grateful for the friendships that she's created. So she's grateful to these people, and that's why it's working out. The catfish didn't quite work out, but what can you say? So anyway, she's doing her carriage house into a store, a whole store, just in case, it's mostly going to be online, but just in case people come in, she wants to have a change room, a fitting room, the whole 9 yards. She's literally doing. It's amazing what she's creating. She wants, I forget what she calls it, a machine rustic look or something like that. She doesn't like circles. She doesn't like white. And we all know what a control freak she is. And just like Janelle, which we'll get into later, she says the same thing. This is her own project. She can do whatever she wants, and it feels great. So that's that. Robyn, of course, has to come into the picture and say oh, I like Jen and Meri's relationship, and how light the relationship is and how they get along. I wish me and Meri could be more like that, but our relationship is about consoling each other and talking about trauma to each other. Meri has said she does not want this. She wants light relationships. Robyn goes on to say she's not jealous, but she wishes she had more. You wish you had more, Robyn? Then maybe invite her to Easter. Maybe let her see your kids that she loves so much instead of her thanking you to take a time slot to put her in to see the kids. Maybe then she would like you a little bit more, eh? Maybe? You think so? Got it. Just makes me so mad. Like, I really don't understand it. Robyn, you cannot get out what you are not putting in. That's the bottom line. So Meri's doing this. It's on her own. And she's kind of happy about it. She's having a good time. And I'm happy for her.
Wow, it's huge compared to what other stuff we've had. That's amazing. Totally. Wow. Yeah, I like this place. The other apartment was pretty cramped. But it's just dawning on me that maybe the whole reason Janelle moved here was because the other apartment was out of place. Maybe it's just a test. Hey, will you come over and hang pictures? Sure, okay. I mean, I've been married to 4 women. Everything's a test. Pick me, do something for me, do something for me.
Now, let's get into some Janelle and Kody. Kody asked Janelle to see her new apartment. Okay, Janelle says that. And I am mentioning this because literally, like deranged Kody, he starts, it appears to me, getting jealous of the apartment. Like, it's so much bigger and nicer. It's bigger than even the floor plan that she's making on Coyote Pass. So now he's trying to actually talk her into not making her house at all and only going for the main house. He says there's no point in building such a small house on such a large land. And she says, well, I have huge fences. And he kind of said, he says more than once, like, to the TV, why am I here? You can clearly tell she doesn't want me here. I'm not going to be living here. Why did she invite me here? Kody, you invited yourself. You invited yourself. Hello. And she also states that he's been better with Savannah. He's seeing her like every couple weeks, taking her out for dinner. Yay, I guess. Yay that you see your kid every 2 weeks. I mean, if that's a step up for you, I'm really trying hard not to judge you, and thinking that if that's what's making everyone happy, good. But my personal opinion is more needs to be done for Savannah, not just every 2 weeks. I'm glad everyone's okay with it, but that's just my personal opinion. Kody goes on to kind of talk about, he is acting weird, and I mean, he's always weird and a little bit out there. We all know that, sociopath. But he's not even making sense when he speaks. I mean, in the same breath, he is saying he is trying to reconcile with Janelle. And he's shy too, because every time he seems like he says, hey, do you want to try to reconcile? She says, nah, not really. So he feels shy. And then he says something like he doesn't even really know if maybe he's just happy about not reconciling, and he actually doesn't want to reconcile, and he's just fine where he is. So how like, my head is spinning. How can he say both? How can he say in the same breath he's trying to reconcile, and the same one, maybe he's happy that they're not reconciling? That's why he's not trying to reconcile. It just, neither want to reconcile. Janelle feels like, he says that Janelle just keeps saying no. What he doesn't understand is that Janelle needs something from him. Anything, like anything. Basically, she says, if he even tried to go to counseling, something, show something. But he is showing nada, nothing. Nothing. I mean, look, after her birthday, he didn't even talk to her for weeks. He just said, adios, I'm out of here, and drove back to his house and totally forgot about her. How does he expect to do this? And then look what he says. All she does is ask to hang pictures, and he's like, all the wives want like me. They all are trying to fight for me, and it's all about them. It's pictures, Kody. It's pictures. It's the least you can do. I mean, you're really complaining that all your wives want so much of you. How much of yourself have you really given them? Really? What do you guys think? Please Am I overreacting? I know I can get into it a little bit.
He couldn't see that there is value to, 3 decades of history.
So I thought this was a really solemn and sentimental way to end this episode. It ends with Meri talking about, how Kody doesn't even seem to care about the last 30 years. Like, it holds no relevance whatsoever in his life. It's like he's forgotten it. Even Christine and Janelle talk about the reason they married Kody was because they saw how wonderful he treated Meri. So he was in love with her, regardless of what he wants to say now. And while she's talking about this and the changes in her life and how scared she is, she's also talking about her trees, how she loves trees, but she has to get them cut down. A few of her trees for the carriage door she's making at the B&B, she has to get some trees cut down. And she's scared and she's sad about it at the same time. And she's driving up to get to watch as the trees get cut down. And she's not happy about it. And eventually the trees do get cut down. And it ends by her saying, and I think she's referring to Kody as well, and her fear of leaving. She mentions how the trees are cut down now, and it wasn't at all as bad as she thought. She could live with it. It's okay. It's just different. And the trees are just fine. And she imagined it, like, in her head, a lot more scary than it actually ended up being. So I thought that was a really nice way to end it. It really puts a perspective on things for me. What do you think? Anyway, if you did make it this far, I thank you. And I thank you so much for joining me every week. It really means a lot to me. And I really hope I can bring some smiles to other people's faces too. Anytime you want to talk or want me to make a video on something else, if I'm really looking to go live and I need like some company. So please, if you're interested in going live with me, let me know. I'm really trying to get like the horns and whistles and everything, so it won't just be my face. So let's do it, guys. Thanks for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.